We do have an expression for the type of anger that is represented in the Gospels when there is the flipping of the table and Jesus getting mad at the merchants in the temple, and it's righteous indignation. I think that is the only type of anger that we see in connection with Jesus. Righteous indignation. I don't think he would have had any other type of anger, in the sense that the idea of you get mad at someone because they didn't treat you right, or you get mad at someone because they say something, or you misunderstand and you get angry, or you overreact. All of those types of anger are not found in the scripture in connection to Jesus. The only one we see is what we define as righteous indignation. So very different type of anger, if you will. When it comes to the idea of live your life however you want, I'm not trying to strawman the priest, okay? I'm just saying this because I want to add to this idea. As you know, I'm a very freedom guy. I strongly support freedom of speech, real freedom of speech. I strongly support the idea of you're free to live your life however you want. So I would tell someone, make your choice, live your life however you want. And that's not being a hippie in that case. It is respecting the idea of freedom and free will. I know that some people don't believe in free will. I do. I've seen the scientific argument about it. I think it's wrong, and I do believe the free will exists. I can expand on a dedicated video if you want. Take a shot every time I say that sentence. With that being said, yes, people are free to live however they want, even from a Christian, Catholic, evangelical, whatever type of Christian you are, perspective. We are not supposed to force someone to, again, not what he's saying, but we're not supposed to force people to do good, even in our own eyes. So we think, but they should do this. Okay, but God gave us willpower and the ability to choose. If he, who absolutely could, didn't force us, then neither should man. So on one hand, yes, I believe people should be free to live their lives however they see fit. But if people do ask me, well, what do you think is the best way to live life? Then I'll tell you what I believe. And I'll tell you that, to me, the best way to live life is to live a Christian life, because I'm a Christian, and that's what I'm going to teach my kids. But once my kids are adults, once my kids are 18, they are free to do whatever they want, and their choices will not affect how much I love them, how I treat them, how, those people, they're like, oh, I'm gonna write you off my will if you're not a Christian, or I'll write you off my will if you are gay, I'll write you off my will if you do this, if you do that, if you don't respect me, if you don't come to church, then no, that's wrong. That is wrong. You always are supposed to love your kids no matter what. I will teach my kids to live a life of Christian values, but I will never force it onto them. Also, because if you do, psychologically, they're going to just not do it just to spite you. I'm not a father, but I used to teach children as well as adults, 10 plus years of teaching. So I know how that works, but we're not really here to talk about how to parent. I think what's important, however, is that once my kid is 18, they can do whatever they want. They can live their life however they want, and at that point, I've done my job. And it's important to always, I think, come from a perspective of love and understanding. Not the type of love that... I understand this point. Some people do take it too far and kind of depict Christianity as what is not, because Christianity has very strict rules and ways to live. If you want to be a Christian, then yes, you should strive. No one is perfect, but you should strive to follow the rules that are found in the Holy Scriptures, in the Bible, in the Gospels, and what have you, in your own and with your own personal relationship with God. But regardless of that, so I'm not strawmanning the priest once again. It's not what he said, but I did want to clarify that yes, I do believe that people should be left free to live their lives however they please, because people have that choice, and that choice has been given to us.
Sooner or later, gotta cut you down.
We have a problem. Jesus operates entirely outside our jurisdiction.
Woe to you, scribes and Pharisees! Stop this at once!
The world is changing, and Jesus offers a vision to redeem it.
He's not the Messiah!
Tell 'em that God's gonna cut you down.
Declaring yourself a sovereign.
They say he operates outside of their system, basically, and they ask what authority he does this by, and he says, my own. That is the essence of the gospel, not that Jesus was just a nice teacher, but that Jesus claimed to be God.
Yeah, that's what we Christians believe 100%. Okay, so I don't react to the entire thing. I think it was an interesting video. I haven't watched videos from Father David Michael before. This is the first time I watch a video of his, but I liked the review. Of course, as always, leave a comment, leave a like if you want. Check him out. We'll give him a like because I liked his reaction and the way he expressed his thoughts. Also, sick setup, Father. Sick setup. I love the YouTube thing, microphone, everything. Very good.